G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Digital Arts channel. In my previous video on the X-1000R Teac machine, I was quite upset because the keyboard wasn't working. The controls were unresponsive, and they're still unresponsive as I speak. But they were responsive to begin with yesterday when I powered it up. And it was doing the same trick as before when I was having trouble when I made that previous video. The keys worked fine to begin with. They were doing what they should, but then they stopped working. And yesterday when it was working fine, but then I hit the play button and it went into fast forward instead of play. Then after that it was unresponsive, and I was also getting a funny display on the counter. And yeah, for some reason the counter's at 8 at the moment. But anyway, been following my mate Richard Deal's advice on doing a bit of a check of the power supply, because it could be a power supply problem. And I've been testing the output from the power survey board. I was looking at I've printed out a block diagram on the Teac X-1000R, and I was testing the voltage output from the power survey board, and it says here I should be getting 20 from pin 1 to pin 8, 24 volts pin 1. I checked that, that's fine. Pin 2 was 6 volts, that's fine, that turned out to be correct. Pin 3, minus 2 volts, I was getting minus 2.7. I guess that's round about correct, but I don't know how precise it's meant to be. Plus 5 volts, I was getting about that. 0 volts, I was getting that. Now here's where the last 3 pins are problematic, because I wasn't getting the given voltages. Instead of 12 volts, I was getting 18 volts, and instead of 24 volts, I was getting 37 volts, and instead of 12 volts, I was getting 18 volts. So the voltages are high there. So I'll put the multimeter lead on the last 3 pins to show you. So here, where I should be getting 12 volts, I'm getting 18.6 volts. Where I should be getting 20, oh, that's crazy. Where I should be getting, now the machine's acting like it's got a mind of its own right now. So yeah, as you can see, it's going a bit crazy. I'm just going to turn the machine off, turn it back on again to stop it from. Alright, it's in perpetual fast forward at the moment. So yeah, there is something dodgy going on with the power and all that, because it's now in perpetual fast forward. It won't, I can't stop it, it's just going to fast forward all the way to the end. Well anyway, as you can see, before it was doing that, I was getting 37 volts. Now I've got 31 volts. It's still too high. I go to the last pin and I should be getting 12 volts, but instead I'm getting 16 volts. And before it was in fast forward motion, I was getting 18 volts. So I dare say I've got some problems with the power supply, but it also could be problems with the control board as well, because the keypad is connected to the control board. I don't know yet what's going on, but hopefully the problem's just on the power supply board, because it'd be an easier fix, I'm guessing, than if it were on the control board. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here yet, but I'm going to have a closer look at the power supply board. I hope it's just perhaps a faulty capacitor or something simple like that. I'm going to turn this machine off, because otherwise it's just going to fast. Actually, no, it's rewinding, not fast forwarding. I was just going to rewind back to the start. Alright, she stopped. She's not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm going to put the... Let's see what happens if I were to put this back on here again. No, it's not doing nothing. Alright, I'll just turn it off. Yeah, we've got some weird problems here. Anyway, yeah, I call upon you techies out there to help me out on this one, because I really want to get this machine working again, because it was working fine in forward play for transfers. And but now, yeah, as you can see, it's developed a fault in which the keyboard is unresponsive. Or it's responsive, then it's unresponsive. And yeah, and as I've demonstrated, we've got some voltage problems going from the power supply servo to the control board here from P101. So these last pins are giving the wrong voltages. Alrighty, well, anyway, that's about it for this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I'll make some developments here. And just the final bit before I finish up the video, there's actually a cut on this track here, which is kind of strange. I don't know what happened there. Well, whoever serviced this machine previously looks like he's made a cut on that earth part there, and then soldered a wire from the earth pin there back to the earth there. Not that it should make any real difference because it's still earthed, but all the same, yeah, it is a bit dodgy. I would have personally reconnected the earth by just bridging a wire linker over that and just yeah, shave the coating off there and put a wire over that and solder over it. Anyway, bye for now, guys. This is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.